In the last two videos, we looked at using teacher tools to gain insights into student and class performance. Teacher Tools also has some very powerful tools for creating reports from this data. These are particularly useful for summarising how students or classes have done at the end of the year, and you can have this data to hand for report writing and parent consultations. The first type of report is student performance. To summarise assessments for a student into a single report, first select the class, then click here and select the students. If you choose multiple students, then a separate report file for each will be created. You can also choose to report on all assessments or select from a list. You can also filter by date range if you need to. The preview button lets you see what the report will look like, so you can tweak it if needed. At this stage, you can save the report within Teacher Tools if you want to. This means you can return to those specific custom settings at a later date without having to re-enter these parameters. Next, you can select the Create PDF button. You are then asked to specify a location for the files, and here is an important tip. It works much better if you create a new folder specifically for these reports. If you choose an existing location, let's say My Documents, with files already in it, then they are much harder to work with because they get lost within all the other files. Response then goes ahead and creates the reports. This can take some time with a class of 30 students. This is a folder that Response has created, and inside is a PDF file for each student, which looks like this. The procedure for creating a class performance report is very similar. Fill in the various parameters, preview the report, and then you can create the PDF. You can also create reports where you compare students with each other. Click through the steps as before. You can choose to compare all students in a class or handpick a selection. The final report type is a class comparison. For this to work, you have to have administered the same assessment to two groups. Response can then produce a report comparing one group with the other.